Unprofessional LCS segment. Yesterday's LCS segment on TSM and Doublelift really missed the mark. Usually the LCS staff has pretty solid segments on storylines between players, but this one was tone deaf. You guys can read the best of it. This guy basically ending it with a conclusion of, we want interesting storylines, but this is no way to do it. 5.3k upvotes and 850 comments. That's more comments than the post-match threads. You know, like these games from LCS. Where is it? Yeah, our game 390 comments. Like this one sparked some commentary. Okay, we gotta watch it. I don't know. I think it'll be more watchable because I'm watching it with Sneaky Medias.
Like,
let's watch it. Let's watch it.
So, in November of 2021,
oh, I can't. I can't. Oh God.
Accused TSM CEO
I'm dying
and founder
already.
Andy Reginald Din of bullying and verbally assaulting players to the point of mental breakdowns. Reggie responded on Reddit, describing Doublelift as challenging to work with, ambivalent, and a player that constantly flip-flops on wanting to play. And of course, this
Medias' face.
former TSM folks
he's grimacing. he's biting his lip, bro.
He dug up old TSM content to connect the dots between what Doublelift was saying and these ancient vlogs and streams. This ordeal actually sparked a whole side plot of accusations and investigations, and I'm not going down that rabbit hole, but if you want to do that on your own time, by all means.
The thing is that Medias' face is my face.
I sure opened it up.
Felt like even your grandma's hair
But because he's so pained, it's like funny now.
And there was no shortage of commentary, including Doublelift's own tweet exposing TSM's attempt to take legal action against him for calling Reggie a bully in the first place.
What is this segment?
It's 2023.
Oh, this is so awful, man.
Unretired, and his battle with TSM culminates on Summoner's Rift. He did say it would be a personal pleasure to never see TSM win anything again. Will he bring that dream
I guess
to
try to give
fruition
context to
today?
the current match,
I
but
do want to emphasize that we're looking at a totally different TSM. It's a brand new start for them competitively.
It's just
and
like
even Doublelift calls out that
he has
better
no
left
beef
than
with
right.
any single
towards
player
everyone
on
under
this
the
team.
TSM umbrella.
I'm surprised like Medias immediately jumped to that conclusion because, well, I'm not surprised. I guess it's good because that's actually true. Every single one of these guys. Let me think about this. Solo, Chime with his head. Oh no, Chime's over here with his head cut off. Neo, Maple Boogie. Yeah, like Chowie. I have absolutely nothing against these guys. You know, maybe like if you played Hilo Solo Queue in season 5, you would have something against Solo because he was like the most toxic motherfucker ever in Solo Queue. Even now, like I have absolutely nothing against any of these guys at all. So people are always like, people probably wanted to ask me like, oh my God, how did it feel to beat TSM? Like, does it feel amazing? Like, does it feel vindicated? I don't give a fuck, man. Like, it actually doesn't matter because like my beef is not with any of these guys. None of them at all. It's with, you know, the upper management, I guess. And these guys are like not public facing. The upper management is not like somebody who like, I don't know, is exemplified in the LCS team. So if anything, I would say I get more personal satisfaction out of beating my former teammates. So, you know, it just feels good. Like when you beat your former teammates, it feels like, oh, I was more important to the success of the team, or, you know, I was better. It feels more personal. Or like playing against your former team. I guess in this case, like because TSM was my former team of like 2 years ago. But again, like it's not the same because there's literally nobody remaining.
Chowie explains that this season he has been involved.
It's for ego, yeah.
Assisting general manager Glenn.
Anyways, back like I'm gonna let this segment finish, and I'll give you guys my thoughts.
Training regimen Chowie sees fit. So
and it was like
every time Riot tries to play up a rivalry,
on the minds of fans,
doesn't land.
I'll leave that up to the casters to figure out.
I just feel like it's awkward, like because of what the drama was.
Latigris reminds me of like child-focused theater, like children's-focused theater, where it's like over the top theatricals, but like for absolutely abandoning like entertainment, comedy, that kind of, you know, like think about the audience, right? Like this would be entertaining maybe for somebody who's 7, but yeah, average LCS fan is probably in their 20s, let's be honest here, maybe even approaching 30 like me. I'm about to be 30, and I would say like if you showed an average 25-year-old this is not funny, this is not entertaining, this is, I mean, as far as like, am I offended that she was trying to make light of like a situation involving abuse? I'm not that sensitive, But you know, that's up to everyone's interpretation. Like, it's not only my story; it's like a bunch of other people's stories. So if it is not okay, but you know, if they're asking me personally, like, yeah, I was not like fucking shrieking with rage because of that. It's more just like, this is just weird. I'm on Seeking Media side. This is just so weird, and the way that it's presented is so fucking weird. If you really think about it, I mean, it's like it's a workplace harassment. It's like legality is involved, where there's actually like lawsuits and people's lives, people's emotional states. Like, this is like a deeply traumatic series of events that happened to a lot of people, not just me. I was like a lot of times, like, I would say I was the catalyst for like why this stuff happened, but I have said this since the very beginning. Like, I'm not necessarily like a main victim in any of this stuff. I just happen to be like the spokesperson. So yeah, basically, it is tone deaf. Am I upset by it? Am I up in arms about that aspect of it being tone deaf? No, but it is super weird. I don't think she's the one solely responsible for the segment. That's why I said they, like, who, like, everyone involved in letting this go, like, come to air. I'm sure something that they've talked about, yeah, probably planned for, or I don't know. I actually have no idea what their process is, but I'm sure it's more than just like one person. So that's why I said they. Like, I don't think it's just solely on her for that. But the presentation,
It's not
I
really
don't
like
know, man.
a rebuttal from
I don't know.
Red